I ever told you about my son? Remarkable boy. Quite smart. He was born in a robot factory in the Solana galaxy. But to be precise, he was created much farther away. My son's name is XJ0461, but the universe knows him as Clank.
My arch nemesis. Not so smart now, are you?
Sir, the Zoni are inquiring about our progress.
How much longer must we pretend to be friends with those twits? Sire does not remember. You must fix. Yes, I'm fixing.
Stand by for sisterboard scan.
All right, let's see. Favorite color's green, favorite number's 83 billion and 4.7, blah, blah, blah.
Access denied. Neural safeguard activated.
No! Locked out again! It's in here, Lawrence. Somewhere in this brain lies the key to the Orvus Chamber. No Orvus Chamber. Your zoniness. If we could take but a peek at the chamber. No Orvus Chamber. Chamber is for Sire only. Very well. Then I think it's time our partnership came to an end. Say hello to...
Not the hypersonic brainwave scrambler.
The Hypersonic Brainwave Scrambler!
Apologies, sir. I should have mentioned the equipment is especially susceptible to sonic weaponry.
Backup generator activated.
He's awake! Stop him! Where are you going, Clank? Why are you come back here so we can discuss robot to robot? It's here! Send all troops to this location in Center 1!
The troops are attempting to analyze plans.
No, you fools! We need him! Sir! Over here!
Listen carefully. I'm your only hope of escaping Dr. Nefarious. Head into the air duct and keep moving.
Security locks in Sector 1 have been activated. Our units are unable to proceed.
Good! You're safe for now.
Where am I? What is Dr. Nefarious doing here?
I'll explain everything as soon as you're safe, sir. But right now, we need to calibrate your ocular response processes. Try looking at the ocular scanner on your left. Got it! You're recalibrated. Now, keep moving. I'll hold them off as long as I can.
Aberrant time activity detected in Drogal sector.
Zoni! Come back! I was only kidding! Come on! We had some good times, didn't we? Remember when I told you where your new master was and you kidnapped him? Priceless!
We're now down to 120, sir.
I'll make you a deal. You show me how to get into one tiny, insignificant room, and I'll let you keep that pathetic tangle of brain wires that you call a brain.
Oh no! This is terrible! All of Orvus's work ruined! I can't believe I let this happen! Sir, they've locked me in! Keep moving and don't let them anywhere near the chamber!
Go ahead. Jump!
Dr. Nefarious, I should have known you were behind this. Where have you taken me?
You don't recognize it? This is your home. The great clock! A marvel of science and sorcery, engineered by the brightest Zoni in all of existence, and constructed in the exact center of the universe! Give or take 50 feet.
I am curious. What lie did you tell the Zoni in your quest for vengeance?
Vengeance? You think I went to all this trouble for mere vengeance? They say I'm egomaniacal. Let's just say it's all in the past. Lawrence!
Right here, sir.
Ready the orb of gratuitous immobilization.
Shall I prepare the mnemonic station again?
No, I have a better idea.
But, sir...
Patience, Lawrence. We have all the time in the universe.
Space. It's huge. So huge, in fact, that if you lost your car keys in it, they would be almost impossible to find. Luckily for Ratchet, Captain Qwark was on the case. His mission, rescue the Lombax's one and only friend. Yep, without Clank, Ratchet was alone in the universe. Alone. Alone. Alone.
You realize this ship has an ejector seat, right?
Sorry. I guess you could say I've been a little antsy in my pantsy at the thought of getting back into the hero business. Yep. These wild stallions have been in the stable too long.
Right. Look, just keep your eyes peeled. Talon says this sector's crawling with mercenaries.
Rest easy, my friend. My vigilance is both eternal and peripheral.
Warning. Warning. Unidentified anomaly detected.
Hang on. Shifting to evasive maneuvers.
Oh no! We're gonna die! We're gonna die! Oh, good thing I'm wearing clean underwear!
Will you shut up? We are not gonna die! Aphelion! Engage gravimetric stabilizers!
Negative. Stabilizers offline. Thrusters offline. Landing flaps offline.
Alright, so we're gonna die. Hang on!
I know. So much for clean underwear.
Where the heck are we?
Beats me. Perhaps a leisurely stroll through this uncharted jungle will solve the mystery. Marooned on a hostile alien planet, Captain Qwark realized his rescue mission would inevitably pit him against the most terrifying evil of all, nature itself. Ah! Ratchet! Nature is attacking! Take this, evildoer! Okay, slight problem. I'm not so good with swimming.
Just wait here. I'll find you another way across.
Oh, great. This rain is gonna be murder on my spandex. What's the plan, anyway?
Well, where there are bridges, there are people. Where there are people, there are ships. You see where I'm going with this?
Hey, that's pretty smart. You're gonna make a great sidekick.
Whoa! Qwark, are you seeing this? Something is seriously wrong with this planet.
It's like time is all not working. crumble, you stupid door!
I'll find another way around. You gonna be alright with those things on the loose?
Please, I can handle a few tiny creatures. Help! Their parents are here! Keep the change, Dylan. You see the size of those things? They were horrible! Come on, maybe there's a hotel around here. Water. My arch nemesis. Concerned for his compatriots' well-being, Captain Qwark's noble sidekick ninja leaps from stone to stone. Below him, 6 deadly inches of crystal blue water. With his enemies vanquished, Captain Qwark steals into the jungle, blaster at the ready, prepared to deliver swift justice to those who cross his path.
Oh, help! Please, please help me. My children, they're in danger.
What seems to be the problem, citizen?
Xiphoids. We were fishing up the river when they attacked.
Qwark, stay here. I'll go save the children.
You got it, sidekick. Smart thinking. I'll just stay here and hold the fort.
Holy is over there in that ledge. David, what you say? Wow, thanks, mister. My mom's over there. Wow, are you a real Wombax? I think my mom's over here. Oh, thank you so much.
Happy to be of service, ma'am.
The Xiphoids will be back soon. Come! We have to get into the village.
So, what are these things?
Mutated viruses from the Quantos sector. We haven't seen them on this planet in years. Something must have happened to the Zoni. Alfie, open the door.
Vanessa, what are you doing out here?
The Xiphoids are back. There must be something wrong with the timekeeper.
Not in front of the outsiders. Quickly, we must head into the village. These creatures are the least of our worries right now. One of the elders spotted Lord Vorselon's warship over the falls.
Lord Vorselon? What do he want with us?
That rebel must be making trouble again. We have to move everyone into the village. These woods are no longer safe. Come, we can offer you sanctuary within these walls. I saw your starship crash on the other side of the ridge. I believe we may be of assistance.
The ship's trashed. There's no way we'll be able to repair it.
Ah, but the Zoni can. Meet me at the Temple of Zon whenever you're ready. I will explain everything.
In memory of Zon Gribnak, father, friend, and chief of the Fongoids. Looks like this guy was some sort of hero.
Your starship is not beyond repair, but fixing it will take powers beyond anything this universe has ever seen. Powers not to be taken lightly. Can you keep a secret? The Zoni are powerful creatures, capable of almost anything, but they are also hive minds and must be kept together for their energy to work. Inside is a vessel which will allow you to rescue lost Zoni and harness their bioenergy. Follow me, and don't touch anything. We'll have to seal you inside until you recover the vessel. Are you sure you don't want to stay here? We have a lovely miniature golf course.
I'll be fine. Qwark, link into my nav unit. We'll stay in radio contact.
Copy that. Operation Red Shirt is a go.
All right. The key to surviving situations like this is to avoid phrases like, "It's too quiet in here," or "Everything's going to be all right."
Got it. I'm through. I'm through. Let's hope this vessel is worth it.
According to the chief, it's one of a kind. Brought to this dimension by Orvus and entrusted to the Fongoids.
And he's sure it'll fix Aphelion?
He said it'll do a lot more than that. Zoni bioenergy is the most powerful resource in the Omniverse.
Whoa! Qwark, there are 2 Zoni in here.
Those poor lost little creatures. See if you can grab one with your wrench and stuff it into the vessel.
Got it.
Nice work, Ratchet. Operation Red Shirt is a success.
You survived? I mean, you survived!
I told you he'd do it.
Well done! The vessel is yours! Come, there is one more Zoni we put in the old armory for safekeeping. Our guards discovered it wandering around the waterfront. It can help you repair your ship. Quick! Everyone inside the temple! Vorselon is coming!
All right, Qwark. You ready to let those stallions out of the stable?
I was born ready.
I believe Dr. Nefarious was clear as to the repercussions of leaving your hovel. The clock is ours.
Whoa, wait. Who?
Dr. Nefarious has no authority here, villain. In fact, I'm not even entirely convinced he's a real doctor. So return my sidekick's pal before I bring the thunder. You win again, technology.
Kill the exile and bring the rest in for questioning.
They're kidnapping the villagers! We have to stop them! I have a secret passageway that will take you back to your ship. Stay close. We're too late! Vorselon is leaving! In here, quickly! This is the last shred of technology in the entire village. I was always meaning to dismantle it, but now I'm glad I didn't. This teleporter will take you back to your ship. Well, follow me! Quick! Use the Zoni vessel to repair your starship!
We must fix the ship.
Qwark, come in. Do you read me?
It's good to hear your voice, Ratchet. They've got us in these containment cells and they're coming with food. Oh, thank heaven, they're coming with tap water? You animals!
Would you just listen to me? I need you to activate the nav beacon on your belt. Can you do that? Good. Now hang tight. I'm on my way.
Warning! Hostile ships detected. Point of origin appears to be the same as Captain Qwark's nav beacon.
Hey, Mr. Vorselon. My name's Captain Qwark. Maybe you've heard of me. Savior of Solana, number 97 in Kerwan's 100 most eligible bachelors. Anyway, you seem like a reasonable floating head in a tank, so I was wondering if we could settle this without violence.
Insolent creature! Your request has fallen on deaf ears. The only future you may hope for is a quick and merciful death, following hours of unimaginable agony.
Huh. So that's a no, right?
The quadrant appears to be clear.
Qwark, I'm at the ship. Where are they holding you?
I don't know. It's a big cell with some sort of containment field. It smells like my high school gym locker.
All right, maintain radio silence. I'll contact you when I'm inside. Qwark, give me a status update.
This guy Vorselon means business. He says he'll kill us if we don't give up Alister Azimuth.
Who is Alister Azimuth?
I don't know, some rebel.
All right, well, find out what you can. If he's an enemy of Nefarious, he might be a friend to us.
It's the Green One's sidekick! We're saved!
I knew you'd come for us.
It's good to see you, Ratchet. Now we need to find a way out. What's your name? The child. Hurl yourself into this laser wall as hard as you can.
Hey, mister, what about the Versafuse? If you pull it out, it might lower the field.
We did it! Everyone follow me! I'll get us out of here.
Stay quiet. We don't want to set off the alarm.
Alert, alert. There is a power rift in the detection wing. Repeat, power rift in the detection wing. Mobilize all units.
All right, let's go.
I'll open the doors. You get the Fongoids to safety.
Okay, anybody need to use the bathroom? I don't want to leave the loading bay and then hear one of you has to go.
Loading bay doors are open. Launching escape vessel in 3, 2, 1.
Pitiful creature, you've meddled in Dr. Nefarious' plans for the last time. Prepare to be killed by... Wait for it... Lord Vorselon! Act more like it! Amateur! Did you really expect that to work? You think we've never done this dance before? Come on! Show me what you've got! Fool! You are messing with Lord Vorselon! Not even Zorgo's prison could hold me! You fight well against an enemy you can't see, but what about what you can? Cannot be happening! Lord Vorselon will not fall to this pitiful creature! This is far from over your back!
Ratchet, great news. The chief says Alister Azimuth lives on Orin 4 in the Venus sector. I'm uploading coordinates to your ship now. In the meantime, I'll stay with the Fongoids and find out what else they know about Azimuth. Qwark out.
Hello? Ah, I'm sorry! I was only trying to help! Back up! Don't make me use force! Oh. Weapon!
You are the robot who assisted me in my escape from Nefarious. What is your name?
My name? Yes, of course. Sigma 0426A. But you can call me Sigmund. I'm Junior Caretaker here at the Great Clock.
Forgive me, but what is the Great Clock?
Oh dear! We're late! Come! We don't have a lot of time! Figuratively speaking, of course.
Where is everyone?
Not really sure. Nefarious and his troops just picked up and left after that butler guy tossed you into the hall. Not a very pleasant lot, are they?
No, not very pleasant at all. May I ask what the purpose of this facility is?
This place? Oh, this is the universe's greatest contingency plan. Come, or... Oh, no, no! Oh, come on! Stupid hypersonic brainwave scrambler. People wonder why we keep this place a secret.
Where is Orvus?
He's in your head, of course. Locked away on a secret partition in your memory banks. Dr. Nefarious spent over a year trying to hack in. I have to deactivate your neural safeguards and send you into your own subconscious. Hop in.
Hello, XJ0461, and welcome to your subconscious. I am Orvus, and I've been anticipating your return for quite some time.
I do not understand. Have I been here before?
You didn't think your soul came from a robot factory, did you? I created you. Oh, you must have a lot of questions, but first, I have a present for you. Off we go. We have lots to do if you're going to take over my work.
Are you really my father?
No, my dear boy. I am a program, a digital simulation of the real Orvus, installed the day you were born in Solana. But don't worry, I know all his old jokes. From time to time, various creatures find their way into the clock. A good caretaker protects the equipment at all costs.
Yes, but what does the equipment do?
All in good time, my son. Now, think of someone you wouldn't mind bonking on the head. Perhaps a buffoon who has made life difficult for you in the past. Wonderful! But you can do better than that. Good form, my son. Now, do as the kids say and lay the smack down. Oh, that was a good one. I think you're ready for a bit more. That's right. Good. Sure, keep going. Just a few left. Well done. You certainly cleaned their clocks. Did you see what I did there? Oh, my. You've done wonderfully, my son. I know you're going to take good care of this place.
But where will you be? This is your facility.
No, my dear boy. It's your facility. The Great Clock and everything in it. I now leave to you. Watch over it and protect it. Fulfill your destiny, XJ0461. Program terminated.
Congratulations, sir. It's a pleasure to have you aboard.
Sigmund, what happened to the real Orvus?
He said it's a secret. And a junior caretaker knows how to keep secrets. Yes, sir. Come on, we have an orientation room that will tell you everything you need to know about the Great Clock. It's also great for watching cartoons.
Warning. Unauthorized sonic device on approach.
Sir, watch out! It's the hypersonic brainwave scrambler!
Warning. Unauthorized sonic device in Sector 3.
Here it comes!
Your time has come, hypersonic brainwave scrambler. Let us dance.
Watch out, sir! He's using a sonic burst emitter! Yeah! Kick his butt, sir! Watch out, you stupid brainwave scrambler! Do you know who you're messing with? That's XJ0461, Senior Caretaker of the Great Clock! Try jumping, sir! You'll get more momentum with the chronoceptor!
One hypersonic brainwave scrambler scrambled.
That was amazing, sir! You think you could show me how to fight like that one day?
Let's try this again! Night of the Living Squishies, Act 3, Scene 4. Ready on set?
I should never have quit dental school.
And action! You'll never take me alive, Qwark. Time is under my control!
Oh, am I interrupting?
Lawrence! I'm rehearsing my epic romantic action comedy space opera!
Silly me, sir. I just thought it prudent to tell you Clank is en route to the Orvus Chamber. Sir.
Splendid! The moment we've been waiting for is now! Now, if there's nothing else to discuss!
There is one small matter.
I don't have the capacity for love, Janice. I was cursed by a tribe of gypsy ninjas when I was a kid.
I know, Lamb. I was in that tribe of gypsy ninjas.
It cannot be allowed to meddle in our plans! Track them down and annihilate them!
Very good, sir. In the meantime, might I suggest engaging the safety so as not to kill any more troops?
It's not even loaded, you moron! Look! Next!
Now entering Viva Sector.
Ratchet, Qwark here. I've been doing a bit of investigating, and it looks like Azimuth lives in a decommissioned mining robot on Tauren 4.
Got it. Thanks, Qwark. I'll head over there now. Qwark, come in. I just landed on Tauren 4. Do the Fongoids know where I can find Azimuth?
Chief, something says he supposedly lives in the ruins of Fulgrim Pass.
Fulgrim Pass. All right. Maybe someone around here can point me in the right direction. See what else you can find. I'll be in touch.
Roger that. Qwark out.
Greetings, outsider. What brings you to Monoth? Fulgrim Pass? Surely a peaceful adventurer such as yourself has no business in such a dangerous place. But if you insist, it is just beyond the hollow to the east. Ask the Guardian for entry.
Halt, outsider. What business have you in the hollow?
I'm looking for Volgrim Pass.
Volgrim Pass, where the exile dwells. It is beyond this hollow, but we do not grant entrance to outsiders. They must find it for themselves.
Ratchet, come in. One of the Fongoids just told me about a race of brutal warriors who apparently hate Nefarious. They're called Agorians. I'm heading over there now to talk to them.
Qwark, I don't think that's such a good idea.
Normally I'd agree with you, but the Fongoids insist that I leave as soon as possible. They even paid the Agorians to come pick me up. Isn't that nice? I'll keep you posted. Work out.
Welcome, outsider. I apologize for the ruse, but we like to keep our operation away from the prying eyes of galactic authorities. Come, you have proven yourself worthy. Volgrim Pass is on the other side of the hollow, but you must be aware that there is a dangerous exile there. Most of our kind do our best to stay away from him.
Why? What'd he do?
Oh, you know. Attack one of Nefarious' transport. Vorselon's outpost in Quantos. They use rebel stuff. Here we are.
Excuse me, hi. Do you know where I can find Alister Azimuth?
You've lost the element of surprise. Killing me won't be so easy.
I just want to talk to you.
Lies! You're here to assassinate me. Who sent you? Vorselon? Nefarious? Figures they lack the spine to confront me themselves.
Look at me! I'm a Lombax!
The Lombaxes are gone! And I know a hollow guys when I see one!
Can you stop trying to kill me for 2 seconds so we can talk?
Now I've got you! It can't be. You're Caden's son. Forgive me. General Alister Azimuth, Forbolt Magistrate of the Lombax Praetorian Guard, Elder Councilman for the Center for Advanced Lombax Research, and you, my dear boy, look just like your father.
I have so many questions. How did you know him?
Caden and I were good friends. He was a great Lombax, smart as they could come. He was the first outsider to theorize that the Great Clock even existed.
And this clock, you think Clank's in there?
Clock is a rather crude translation of the runes on Quantos. Specifically, they say Keeper of Time. But yes, I suspect he is. You see, according to Fongoid lore, the Zoni are the guardians of time. If your friend is connected to them, he must play some part in its operation. Now, where are those blasted things?
Wait, I thought my father was the only one to stay behind when the Lombaxes left. Why didn't you go with them?
Sometimes the universe has a cruel sense of humor. Ah, here they are. Your father's hover boots. Ready for your first lesson? If you're going to stop Nefarious, you're going to have to learn how to outmaneuver him. Now, used properly, these hover boots will give you exactly the edge you need. Now, back straight, legs bent slightly at the knee, and engage. I remember the Battle of Irondai. Your father and I used these things to lead an entire army of Terraclons away from a Fongoid refugee camp. Kept them occupied long enough to evacuate everyone. You're a natural! Just like your father! Do you know he was captain of our hoverball team back on Fastoon? 19 years old and he can outrace any of the elders.
Even faster than you?
Ha! In his dreams! Who do you think taught him how to do it? Ion coils might be a bit rusty. You'll get used to them.
Thanks. So what now? Storm Nefarious' stronghold? Force him to tell us where the clock is, huh?
Nefarious would be foolish to reveal that information to us, no matter what we do to him. But we have an advantage I did not have before. A contact inside the clock.
Clank? How are we gonna talk to him? General, my ship's this way?
No thanks. I brought my own. Meet me in Axiom City, planet Terrachnos.
What are we looking for in Axiom City?
A way to talk to Clank!
Ratchet, come in. I've keyed into your nav unit so we can communicate.
Copy that. So, what's in Axiom City?
A company called Pollyx Industries. Nefarious hired them to locate Zoni technology, to keep a database of every obsidian eye in the universe.
Oh yeah, I found one back on Murdegraw. Too bad the Hulafoids dismantled it.
Pollyx won't just let us waltz into the building. We may have to be a little aggressive.
I'm ready. Be there as soon as I can. General, come in. I just landed in Axiom City. Where are you?
I'm afraid I've run into a bit of trouble. We've had to make a slight adjustment to our plan.
What kind of adjustment?
Attention, citizens. Rogue Lombax Alister Azimuth has been spotted within city limits. Troopers have been mobilized for your protection.
Don't worry, I have a plan. Just get to Nurox Plaza and wait for me to make contact.
Pollyx isn't a robot. Why would he help Nefarious?
Probably for the same reason Vorselon is. To use the clock for their own personal gain.
Why do I get the feeling this clock does more than just tell time?
Because it moves time as its caretaker sees fit, using a control room called the Orvus Chamber. Think of what Nefarious did with the power to control time. I have to go. Call me as soon as you reach Nurox Plaza.
Ratchet! I'm glad you're here! I could use a little help. Pollyx diverted all air traffic away from the building. We'll have to find another point of entry. Come, I have someone on the inside who may be able to help us.
Someone who works for Nefarious?
Actually, he's a data miner at Pollyx Industries. I saved him from becoming food for the Agorians.
Azimuth, what are you doing on this frequency? The entire city is looking for you!
I'm here to cash in on that favor, Jarvis. We need a way inside Pollyx Industries.
I knew one day you'd make me an accomplice to terrorism! I'll run a diagnostic on the security system. In the meantime, you better take cover. Another security team is closing in. You should be able to slingshot over the plaza and into Pollyx Industries.
Good work, Ratchet.
Hey, what about me? We're part of the same guild, aren't we?
You did well too, Jarvis. But I still need you to talk me through that last defense grid.
All right, General. Bring up a command prompt and type in override code 71218#7.
Got it. Thanks, Jarvis. This is it. Our only way into the building. Last chance to back out.
Age before beauty, General.
Wise guy, just like your father. Follow me!
Attention, citizens of Axiom. I have joyous news to share. We have just located our 100th...
You made it. Come on. The main office is this way.
Attention. A bioscan reveals 2 Lombaxes in main server room. Mobilizing all units.
Blasted bioscans. You take the left, I'll cover the right.
Attention, employees! I have just learned that the Lombax is
Try this!
Security teams have been moved. As a precaution,
me, I'll have you know, I am a level 60 wizard with melee ability. That hurt my pride and my solar plexus.
Looks like there's an obsidian eye somewhere in Krill Canyon. I can't lock on any closer.
Greetings, my old friend. Been a long time. I'm thrilled you're here to witness my greatest triumph. And look, you've met the Elder. Pity the first Lombax you meet is the shame of his entire race.
So what is it this time, Nefarious? You still trying to turn everyone into robots? Or is it just good old-fashioned galactic domination?
Part of me wants to let you live long enough to find out. The other part really wants to kill you. You know, for old time's sake. Decisions, decisions, decisions.
Attention, VX-99 detected. Evacuate all stations.
Well, at least we know what he went with.
That thing will level the entire city just to get to us. Come on, we have to take it out. I'll cover you from the air. You just find a way to stall it.
Stall it? It's the size of a building! How do I get myself into these situations?
Come on, Ratchet! Latch onto the ship! I'll take you to the top!
You're all clear, General!
I'm locking on now! Got it! The dome's off! Ratchet! Take it out! Now come on! Latch onto my ship! When that turret explodes, it'll rupture the entire core! Come on, come on! Hang on! You did pretty good back there. I'm heading off to refuel. Next stop, planet Lumos. Home of pollards, petromites, and some of the best hover-booting spots you'll ever see.
Copy that. See you there.
Ratchet, come in. I'm setting a course for planet Lumos. It's in the Quantos sector.
Copy that. I've got the coordinates.
Just so you know, I'm sorry you had to go so long without another Lombax to talk to. If I'd known you were alive, I would have come for you. Just know that from this day forward, you have a family.
Pollyx believes the entire procedure will require approximately 183 paradoxes. 84 if the blog participate. Sir, might I suggest we allow the Terrachnoids to examine the chamber before testing the machine?
What's the matter, Lawrence? Chicken?
Whoopsie, sir. Butterfingers.
I just learned that the Lombaxes have destroyed the VX-99. Our sentries are searching for the vessel's signature as we speak.
Unacceptable! I practically handed those squishies to you on a silver platter! How could you be so utterly incompetent?
I'll leave you alone.
If Ratchet or the Elder find the clock, our plans will be ruined! Your body will remain crushed and abandoned on Zorik. Is that what you want? I'm bringing in specialists! Cassiopeia!
Well, hello there.
Karina!
Bonjour.
And Libra.
Hey, how you doing?
Valkyries! Decades ago, your colony was atomized in the Erebus supernova. How would you like to have it back?
Oh, yes. One hypersonic brainwave scrambler scrambled.
Oh, yeah! That was cool! Come on! Orientation room's this way! Just use your helipad, sir. This is the most awesomest part of the clock! Large screen Crystal X display, VG 9800 game system, the works! Take a seat, sir. Orientation video's about to start. Dun-da-da-da! Orvus Industries presents The Great Clock and You, with your host, Orvus!
Hello! And, oh, is it on? Sigmund, the light is blinking. Should it be blinking?
Hold on, sir. Okay, try now.
Hello, and welcome to the Great Clock. You're here because you've been selected to join our team. And we couldn't be happier to have you. We have a lot to discuss. But first, let's take a look at what the Great Clock is. Eons ago, our kind entrusted the Fongoids with a special gift. The gift of time travel. We had hoped it would enrich their lives as it did ours. But unfortunately...
They loused it up!
Sigmund, let's just say they were overzealous in its use. After only 3,000 short years, the Fongoids' use of time travel wore the space-time continuum thin. Paradoxes stacked on top of paradoxes, conundrums on top of conundrums, until one day, a tiny rift in the continuum destroyed 83 celestial entities. Existence, it seemed, was at an end. If the universe was to survive, it would need a heart transplant. So, I designed a special gift to repair the damage. The Great Clock. Built in the exact center of the universe, give or take 50 feet. The clock would repair the rift and restore temporal normality to the universe. And that, my son, is where you come in. There are only 2 rules concerning the operation of the Great Clock. Number 1, under no circumstances is it to be used as a time machine. The clock is not meant to alter time, only to keep it. Number 2, should you find yourself wanting to use the clock as a time machine, consult rule number 1. Did you hear that, Sigmund? Because rule number 1, you see, says don't do it.
Brilliant, sir.
All right. Let's go have some tea.
Incredible. The Great Clock is responsible for temporal stability across the universe?
Now you know why Orvus kept it such a secret. Without this station, the universe would just collapse on itself.
And where is the real Orvus?
I told you. It's a secret. Now, come on. It's time for another lesson.
Hello, XJ0461. It's good to see you again. And now, it's time for your most important lesson.
What am I learning this time?
The clock's primary function is to maintain temporal normality. When that normality is threatened, you must act to repair it immediately. I am very proud of you, XJ0461. And now, you're ready for the task ahead. Go forth and fix time. Save the universe. When you're ready, my chamber will be waiting. Program terminated.
Welcome back, sir. Are you ready to repair time?
Ready as I will ever be, Sigmund. May I ask, what is the chamber?
The Orvus Chamber. That's the main control of the entire facility. It's also the most secure. I've never been inside it myself, but I hear it has a master switch for the entire universe.
Accessing archives.
Hello, Sigmund. Just wanted to let you know I will be traveling to the Tombly outpost on Xanathar and will not be back until morning. A fellow scientist has requested an audience with me, and etiquette dictates I comply.
Don't go, sir.
Mind the clock while I'm gone. Wind the time cleaners, and, Sigmund, let's just keep this our little secret. As the kids say, BRB.
Please don't go.
End recording.
It's dangerous.
Now entering Quantos sector. Warning. Warning. Hostile ships detected.
Well, well, well. What do we have here? Oh, looks like this Lombax is lost.
What do you say, girls? Should we help him find his way?
Cassie, we've picked up a signature 3,000 kilocubits north of Orak Minor. It's a Lombax ship.
General Azimuth. The bounty's up to 2 million bolts on him. Libra, be a good girl and take care of our friend. We'll kill the Elder.
General, come in. You've got hostile ships inbound.
I see them. The Valkyries, expert pilots who work for Nefarious. I'll lose them in the asteroid belt. You just head for Lumos. Just you and the hero, Max. Show me what you got. Come on, is that it? Valkyries, attack!
Captain is down! I repeat, Captain is down! All units, pull back to Orak Minor!
Perfect timing. I've triangulated the Obsidian Eye's location to somewhere in these caves. Follow me. Stay close. We have to find a way to raise that mining platform. Luckily, I come prepared. There. Head to the bottom, see if you can raise the platform. I'll cover you from here. Your father and I used to come here all the time when we were children. Back when this was a raritanium mine. Looks all dried up now, but believe me, this whole place used to shimmer. We'd sneak in after the Vullards left and just hover boot through the darkness. Caden almost broke his arm right over there. We had some good times out here. Nice job, Ratchet! I knew you could do it! Come on, get back up here and let's find that eye! You're reminding me more of your father every minute. Come on, we're almost through. I recognize all of this. There's a rock ledge down there we used to hover boot off of. Straight into nothingness. I was scared the first time. Your father, he didn't blink. Feels like yesterday.
General, can we talk about what happened? With my father, the Lombaxes.
Now is not the time for distractions. Not when we're this close.
General, will you just stop for a second? I want to know what happened.
Questions. You ask all these questions. Ask yourself this. How relevant is the past when it can be changed? Your father would have said not very.
That's him. And you still haven't given me a straight answer. Now why aren't you with the Lombaxes?
Because I failed them! I failed them. I made a mistake. After the Great War, Polaris was a dangerous place. Even with the Cragmites gone, I knew steps needed to be taken to protect the galaxy. One day, we were approached by an inventor with incredible ideas, technology light years beyond what we were using. The inventor was someone your father warned me not to trust. Our kind had grown suspicious of him. But I was convinced this was the right thing to do. For the galaxy, I granted him full access to our technology, all of our secrets. Only when he was finished, they took refuge in the court, but your father refused. He would never have left your mother. But when he made it back, she was already gone. I don't know how long he survived before Tachyon caught up with him, but I know I was responsible for his death. For my crimes, I was forbidden from joining the Lombaxes, and so I live in exile. I can make it right, Ratchet. All of it. We can fix it. With the clock under our control, it'll be like none of this ever happened. Stay with me, and I promise I'll get your family back.
Outsiders, please, you must help. The Agorians have launched a full-scale assault on the settlement. Our kind has barricaded themselves in their homes.
We have no time for petty squabbles. Ratchet, remember the mission. The Obsidian Eye is all that matters.
The Eye? It's in a temple. I can take you there. Please, we're not an aggressive race. Help us defeat the Agorians and I'll show you where it is.
Bogey down! 2 Talons left! Let's take them out and find Clank!
We lost the fleet! We must regroup! Fall back to the Huron Abyss!
Good work, Ratchet! We did it! I'm setting it down!
Woohoo! Yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! You did it, outsiders! You stopped the invasion! It's time for me to live up to my side of the bargain. Come on back and I'll show you where the temple is.
Happy to be of service. However, there is the matter of guiding us to the Obsidian Eye.
Yes, of course. Naturally, I can't take you there myself. Far too treacherous for me. But here is something to help you through the caves. We closed these caves off years ago. Too many dangers, too many deaths. Perhaps that Omni Soaker will ward off the Tetramites.
Fulcrum's star's cracked. We may not be able to get a signal.
Stand by for system uplink.
Clank! Ratchet? How did you find me?
You kidding me? You think I'd leave my best pal out here alone?
Who is that behind you? Is that a Lombax?
Yeah, this is General Azimuth. He's been helping me look for you. Just send me your coordinates and we'll pick you up.
Signal integrity 33%.
Ratchet, I need your help. Orvus is in trouble. You must go to Xanathar and confront Dr. Nefarious.
Xanathar? Dr. Nefarious hasn't set foot on that rock since his station was completed 2 years ago.
Then that is when you must confront him. Head to the Tomley outpost and look for a time portal. Please, save my father.
Father? Clank, what's going on?
You cannot hide in the broom closet forever, Sigmund. Orvus needs our help. Now, can you synthesize a time portal on Xanathar?
I suppose I could use the oscilloscopic entanglement modulator to create a vacuum of negative energy, theoretically creating a traversable wormhole.
Time rift stabilized.
Ta-da!
Good work in there, Ratchet. I'll meet you on planet Xanathar. Ratchet, there's something I haven't told you about the clock. If we succeed, if we turn back time and stop Tachyon, the present as you know it will no longer exist.
You mean I won't remember Clank?
I mean, you will never have met him in the first place. The clock may offer some kind of temporal immunity for those who use it, but there are no guarantees.
If this is my only chance to save my family, I have to take it.
Good. Now don't be alarmed, but I just picked up Vorselon's signature not far from our location. I'll distract him while you head to the outpost. And remember, if Orvus is alive, it's imperative that you get the clock's location from him. Good luck.
Ratchet, come in. Are you out there?
I read you, Qwark. How are things with the Agorians?
Not so good. Somehow they got the idea that I'm some thrill-seeking warrior with a thirst for battle.
Well, did you tell them you were a thrill-seeking warrior with a thirst for battle?
I was trying to make friends. Listen, I'm in a lot of trouble. They've entered me in their tournament. You gotta get me out of here.
All right, I'll be there as soon as I can. Just find some place to hide and stay put until I get there.
Message received. Qwark out.
Welcome to Open Fight Night at the Battle Place. You like to fight? You like to mix it up? You look like a mixer-upper. What's your name, Spook?
I'm Ratchet.
That's a silly name. What? You folks lose a bet? Kidding! I'm Mac. You have to excuse the hologram. Folks around here have a tendency to throw things. Take a look around. If you need anything, Mac's your guy. You got something to prove, huh? You got moxie, kid. I like that. Head over to the Gladiator entrance.
Now, how about we give this Lombax a little backup? All right, please welcome, all the way from the Solana Galaxy, Mr. Copernicus Qwark!
It's Captain Qwark. I didn't take a 3-week hero correspondence course to be called Mr. Easy on the goods, pal.
Folks might remember Captain Qwark from his brief stint as a famed superhero in the Fongoid and Solana Galaxy. I don't remember it, but some folks might. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the Wargrok!
Never fear, Ratchet. While I was in captivity, I trained with the elite Umbuku Gladiators of Terraclon 6. My body is in peak physical condition. My sense as sharp as trillium razors.
Release the Wargrok!
Not it!
Ratchet takes out the Wargrok. He'll be the proud owner of a brand new negotiator.
Show Ratchet rock what you're made of.
Gladiators, you must kill the Wargrok!
Honorable lizard thing, I understand your proud warrior ways. The nobler tribesmen of Florana once referred to me as or he with mighty pecs who had delivered us serenity. But we cannot kill this creature.
You must kill the Wargrok or die!
Qwark! This thing's trying to eat me!
This Lombax is young. He does not understand that being a hero is 45% strength, 60% bravery, and 10% raw intelligence.
That's 115%!
You're welcome. Please, take me instead. All that I ask is that you name something impressive in my honor. Perhaps a school, or a food court.
By the blade of Argos, you have honored us! You are a true hero!
Who's a good Qwark? You are. Yes, you are. I'm gonna name you Snowball.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hi-ho, Snowball! Away!
The Negotiator! The latest in Grummelnet's line of rocket-propelled incendiary devices. This explosive weapon was designed to solve problems in 2 easy steps. Point and shoot. Just aim the weapon at whoever's giving you grief and... Boom! Problem solved! The Negotiator. Available only at Grummelnet.
Swell job, kid! Swell job! I just cleaned up thanks to you. Time for old Mac to make good on his promise. I won this security card off of the Nefarious trooper. Maybe you can find a use for it.
Attention, Battleplex patrons! We would like to congratulate our first non-Agorian champion! Ratchet has defeated the Warhawk in battle!
Mega hero to Ratchet. Repeat, mega hero to Ratchet. Come in.
Mega hero?
Yeah, the fellows and I decided it's time I graduated from super. It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? So I'm chilling here at a Battleplex after party when this foxy young lady tells me she knows of a secret entrance into Nefarious' station. At least I think it's a lady. Hard to tell with Agorian. Anyway, you leave the investigation to me. I have got a plan.
Just as I suspected, Vorselon's making a sweep of the entire sector. Ratchet, head to Xanathar. I'll lead their scouts as far away as I can. Good luck.
My sensors are detecting an unknown anomaly, similar to the one that hit us near Quantos.
Don't worry, you're sitting this one out. All right, Clank. So where is this time portal?
Dr. Nefarious is not evil.
Hey, are you here to help build Dr. Nefarious's outpost? We were about to build the bridge, but the winch crank rusted up. Hey, you found oil! Dr. Nefarious will be so happy. Do me a favor and loosen up that winch crank, will you? Do me a favor. If you see Dr. Nefarious inside, tell him I helped you out, will ya? Praise Nefarious!
You tricked! You told me this would work! I don't know what's happening. We should have found it by now. He must have erased his own memory.
Time is a gift and not to be tampered with.
It's your last chance, Orvus. How do I get into the chamber?
You are making a mistake. The clock is not a time machine. There is only one who will enter my chamber, and he is safe, far from you.
Where is he? Where did he go? I don't know, sir. I'm pulling up a residual image from his database. We scanned it before he dissipated.
Clank?
You! Annihilate him, you fools! And then I said, not so smart now, are you? You get it? Because he's a moron!
Oh, Dr. Nefarious, you have such a wonderful sense of humor, and you're so...
Something that belongs to you. destroying half the galaxy's Lombax population. I assure you I act only out of contractual obligation.
Ratchet, don't listen to him! Find the clock!
Only one Lombax need perish tonight. If you would be willing to take his place, I'd happily postpone the execution. I've uploaded coordinates to your ship. Tick-tock. Better hurry. You lasted much longer than I expected. Azimuth has taught you well.
Where is he, Vorselon?
Let's see. Now, where did I put him? There's the airlock. There's the torture chamber. The day spa. Tell me what. Defeat me, and maybe I'll tell you. Ratchet! Space Rat!
Ratchet, what are you doing? Relax. Rescue missions are kind of my thing. Now, how do I lower the containment field?
The release lever's exposed.
I know. It was touch and go there for a while. But the old Lombax instinct kicked in and,
You fool! I told you to leave me. You shouldn't have come back.
Wow. That was not the reaction I was expecting. You know, General, it's not like I've been here just sitting around all day. I've traveled back in time, found out what happened to Orvus.
Back in time? When? How far?
Not far enough.
It's just... we're the only ones who can fix the past. I'm proud of you, Ratchet.
Come on, it's time to go.
I'll radio as soon as I'm clear. Thanks for saving an old Lombax, Ratchet. Ratchet, are you all right? Did you clear the ship?
Yeah, I'm clear. Were you able to decrypt Vorselon's flight data?
They were encoded with a double hexagonal holokey, but one of the files was unprotected. It looks like coordinates to the Bernelia sector.
Well, it's not much, but it's our only lead. Upload them to my ship and I'll meet you there. Ratchet out.
So, what is next on our temporal to-do list?
Well, most of the planets are repaired. I ordered us a new quantum entanglement modulator, and time cleaners are eating away the residual facility rifts, so only one last thing to do. Test Mnemonic Station Iota.
Mnemonic Station Iota?
Yep, as in Iota test the mnemonic station. Hey, sorry, Orvus's sense of humor rubs off on you after the first 1,000 years. Oh, hey, sir. You mind giving this station a whack with your chronoceptor? Perfect. Now we just need to test it. Do you mind, sir?
Hello?
Oh, it's you. You gave the old ticker a start. What are you doing all the way out here?
These are my memory banks.
Your memory banks? Oh, I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. I thought I was in that green fella's head, what with all the emptiness. Oh, well, no matter. Aha! Here's the culprit. Now what could this thingamajig be doing cluttering your brain?
That is Ratchet's Omni-Wrench.
Ratchet. Oh yeah, furry little fella. Don't think I've ever seen you without him. Oh, you two ain't on the outs, are you?
No, we are still friends, but I have new responsibilities.
Moving on, huh? Well, we're all trying to find our own path in the universe. The hard part is taking those first steps. Come on, I'll give you a boost. Go ahead. If he's your friend, he'll understand.
Are you coming?
Plumbers don't just go diving down strange pipes all willy-nilly. That'd be ridiculous. No, this one you'll have to do alone. Oh, and by the way, I wouldn't risk any more than 6 minutes.
No. How does it work? I thought I saw some strange neural activity there for a second.
The station is operational.
Great! Then on to the
Time calibrators
Last
coming
one there's
online
arrested
in
Zoni.
3, 2, 1, mark.
The chamber's right this way, sir. Well, this is it. Behind this door is the master switch for the entire facility. XJ0461, on behalf of Orvus and in accordance with his wishes, I present to you the Orvus Chamber. Come on! Here it is. Your father went to great lengths to protect this room from those who would abuse it.
Control terminal activated.
He loved you very much, you know. He was always XJ0461 this and XJ0461 that. I'm supposed to play this for you. It's sort of an orientation message.
Hello, XJ0461. Or should I say, Clank? Here, in this very chamber, I watched over time. And now that you understand the power of the clock, I must ask that you protect it at all costs. For even the slightest misuse of its power can rip the very fabric of existence. The clock, much like time itself, is a gift and not to be tampered with. But like any father, my only wish is that my...
I'm sorry. Were you in the middle of something?
Intruders! Protect the chamber!
I've got you now. Take this, and now the Haymaker! Victory! In your face! What is it?
You are correct, sir. Clank led us straight to the Orvus Chamber.
Splendid! Notify the Valkyries. It's time for... Unnecessarily Evil Initiative Omega 91!
Right away, sir.
Ready for your massage, Dr. Nefarious?
I didn't send for a massage. Go away!
Would you cut me a break, pal? I mean...
Would you just open the door, please?
Hey there!
Now entering Vermilion Sector.
Ratchet, come in. I just picked up a looping transmission on one of the emergency frequencies. Tell me what you make of this.
I don't believe it. That's a distress call with Clank's signature. Aphelion, can you track the source?
The origin appears to be Planetopedia. Acquiring coordinates now.
Just think. By tonight, your friend will be safe and the clock will be ours. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Bonjour, Monsieur Lombax. I see you picked up on our little signal. Unfortunately, this is as far as you go. You will pay for what you did to Libra. Valkyries, with fusion cannons and engage at will. You are good, but we are better.
Orphelion, give me a status update on Clank's transmission.
The coordinates appear to be accurate, but the signal has weakened by 72.3%.
That means Clank's in trouble. Hold on, pal. I'm coming.
Clank's distress call terminates somewhere inside the Citadel. This calls for a classic smash and grab.
Well, if it isn't the galaxy's favorite Lombaxes, come to rescue your little friend.
Our quarrel isn't with you, Cassiopeia. Hand over Clank and we'll cause no more trouble.
Cause no more trouble, huh? Karina and Libra are dead thanks to you. And now that we've gotten what we need from the Caretaker, his time has come. Valkyries! Destroy the Lombaxes!
She's going to kill Clank! I'm going after her!
General, wait!
The Lombaxes have split up. Red team, take the rebel. My team will take the little one. Copy that. Red team, move it!
You wandered right into our Valkyrie training course. No man has ever survived! Farewell, Ratchet. Take solace in the fact that you never stood a chance.
Cassie, what is the status of unnecessarily evil Initiative Omega 91?
In motion, my love. The Lombax is now trapped in an over-elaborate death scenario designed to torture him into a slow, painful doom.
That's unnecessarily evil Initiative Omega 96! I said 91! Does no one read my mouth?
Stop yelling at me! Ourselves, you have to learn how to communicate!
This coming from someone who does nothing but text me all day while I'm at work! You are smothering me! Now get it done!
Vile creature! You'll pay for that!
Ratchet, I've been through 3 buildings and still no sign of Clank. They must have moved him into Cassiopeia's quarters.
I'm tracking her right now. Just hold off the rest of them.
I'm sorry, Ratchet. I should have known the Valkyries faked that distress call. It was foolish of me to suggest the assault.
All that matters right now is Clank. Help me find him, General.
I'm actually happy you survived the training course. It would have been a shame to lose such a worthy opponent to some cheap machine.
Speaking of cheap machines, how much is your boyfriend paying you to do his dirty work?
And an amusing observation coming from some orphan doomed to spend his entire life alone. You know that robot of yours who's ready to kick up his little metal feet and stay in the Great Clock forever? Yeah, he wants to leave you, didn't you know that? Don't worry, I'll kill the both of you before he gets the chance!
Clank! What have you done to him?
Oh, nothing compared to what I'm about to do to you. Wretched, fake rat! Silly little thing. Did you think you'd stood a chance against...
Huh? Clank! Wake up!
Hello, Ratchet.
Hey, pal. How you doing?
Fine. You?
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I'm just gonna lie here for a while, though, okay? I'm sorry about your father, Clank. I should have stopped Nefarious sooner.
It is all right, Ratchet. Nefarious will pay for what he has done. The only thing that matters now is that we keep the clock safe.
Now don't worry. Once the past has been corrected, you'll have the full support of the Lombax Praetorian Guard. The clock will be in good hands.
You do not understand. Time cannot be changed. Using the clock improperly could rip the very fabric of existence.
Or it could save an entire race of Lombaxes who risked their lives to defend this galaxy.
Ratchet, remember the Dimensionator. Some risks are not worth taking.
Well, maybe Clank's right. If there's even a chance it could destroy the universe, the risk is just too great.
Risk? Risk is what makes us who we are. Ratchet, our kind is lost without us. Think of how many that clock can save. Think of your parents.
I'm sorry. We need to stop Nefarious before he makes the same mistake we almost did. So, you coming, General? General?
Come in.
Is that Captain Qwark?
Clank? Well, I'll be Scrunch's uncle. Where'd you come from?
There's no time to explain. We need to stop Nefarious from reaching the clock. We're on our way to the station now, but you have to find a way to stall him.
Way ahead of you, Ratchet. In fact, I'm further undercover than I've ever been before. Ever. In fact, when we get home, let's never talk about this again.
We will meet you outside the station. Ratchet and Clank out.
Ratchet, come in. I'm on an asteroid inside the main perimeter. Come meet me as soon as you can.
I have triangulated Captain Qwark's position. Syncing to your nav unit. Now.
Hey, look who it is! Welcome back, little guy. Am I glad you're here? You know who was a terrible sidekick. Some people just don't take online to work seriously.
Hey, I'm not the one sitting on the sidelines while everyone else marches into certain death.
Sit on the sidelines and let this baby go to waste? It's one of those cool smoke bombs the spies use. You know, for making quick and fancy getaways. Oh, forget it. Here, it's my most ingenious, foolproof plan yet. The Nefarious Space Station. An impenetrable fortress fraught with danger and, windows. Using my feminine wiles, I was able to convince the custodial staff to temporarily reroute the South Wing trash chute. This will be our point of entry. With the motion sensors deactivated, we should have smooth sailing into the South Wing. Harnessing 8 years of high school theater workshops, I will remain undercover as the lovely Shannon. My objective will be to escort you here. Oops. That's a vacation picture from the Mactar Resort Single Mingle. Don't know how that got in there. I'll escort you here to a conveniently exposed thermal exhaust port. We will then endure rigorous calisthenics until we have lost enough body fat to squeeze through the port.
Maybe I should handle this part of the mission.
Sure, that sounds quicker. Now, that port leads directly to Nefarious's personal quarters. Using the gigamorphic holoray, you'll be able to scan him and create a holographic disguise for Ratchet. With the disguise engaged, we should be able to breeze past the guards and infiltrate Mission Control, where we'll use the main security terminal to atomize every docked ship in the fleet. With Nefarious trapped like a rat and the clock safe, we can contact galactic authorities so that I may bask in the awesome glow of their admiration.
All right, I have to ask, what's with the nurse's outfit?
Ingenious, isn't it? It's part of an elaborate deception plan. It mostly involves a lot of hip swinging and puppy dog eyes.
Well, white's certainly your color.
Oh, thanks. I always fancied myself a winter. Here we are. The final showdown between good and evil. Can you smell that? That's drama, baby.
I smell something, and it's definitely not drama.
Hey, look on the bright side. At least we're not being squished to death by the pistons.
Trash compactor initiated. Prepare to be compacted.
Cover me! I'm about to do something impressive. Muscles aching, arms burning, calves looking good.
Blockage detected in trash compactor 714. Shutting down compactor.
Ratchet, did you hear that? I did it! Ha ha! Technology! I just made you my... That one was a little too close.
The troopers will be here any moment. We need to keep moving.
The maintenance sector is crawling with Nefarious' goons. This might call for a little finesse. Watch and learn. Hello there. I'm Nurse Shannon. This is Dr. Archibald von Fuzzypants and his robotic intern, Gundolf Metal Sprocket. Dr. Nefarious is expecting us.
You are not authorized. Prepare to die, Nurse Shannon.
How did they not fall for that? It's a game. Nice work. Clank, Phase 2 is your part of the mission. Up into the vent and head for Nefarious' office. We'll, cover you from here.
Computer, take dictation.
Go ahead, Doctor.
Things to do once the clock is under my control. Number 1, double-cross remaining Valkyries and retire Lord Vorselon. Number 2, re-establish vendetta against organic life forms. And number 3, Iron Socks.
Hollow guys complete. I'm returning to the rendezvous point.
Must have forgot to tune the auto-scaler. Ah, well, close enough. Try your vocal modulator.
Test.
1, 2. It works! Now, let's finish this and go home. Where are you, Lawrence?
Yes, sir, you rang.
Scram, you morons!
Was there something you needed, sir? The search for Ratchet has our armada stretched thin, but we do have a small fleet on the outer perimeter. They should arrive just as soon as they've completed their patrol, sir. Right away, sir. I'm afraid not, sir. All attempts to contact your lady friend have been unsuccessful. Perhaps she thought about marrying you and decided to make a run for it.
Time for Phase 3. When we get to the hub, I'll distract the guards while you gain access to the Hypernova defense laser.
Got it. How do I do that?
I'm not 100% on that one, but I'm sure you'll think of something. Just remember, keep it on the low. Avert your eyes from the Exalted One. Nothing to see here.
Dance, you fools! Get out of my way!
No signs of the lumbex yet, your evilness.
Generating coordinates to the Great Clock, your evil ending and engineers. Dr. Nefarious! You didn't have to come all the way over here. The Hypernova defense laser is quite capable of clearing the debris. Say, would you like to test it out? The controls are yours, sir. The defense laser is only a few asteroids remain. Excellent, sir. At this rate, you will be at the Great Clock in no time. Excellent, sir. An that shoes up. Lawrence!
Yes, sir, you rang.
Greetings, Dr. Nefarious.
I really am quite busy, sir. What do you need? No word on Ratchet or the Elder yet, sir, but we can assume unnecessarily evil initiative Omega 91 failed quite miserably.
Nice work, Your Highness. Now, all we have to do is call the fleet in, and it'll be like shooting fish in a barrel with a thermonuclear defense weapon. I feel very close to you right now.
Come on, we gotta keep moving.
I may need a little backup here.
Massive explosion detected on main target platform. Station lockdown initiated. All arachnoids, please report to transport to Omega. All military units to the main control pod.
You know, oftentimes when I say this, it results in catastrophe, but what the hey? Mission accomplished!
You're not Dr. Nefarious! Nefarious, you can't use the clock. Nothing you could want is worth risking the universe.
Oh, but there is. And I have you three to thank for it. Initiate Super Wavy Flashback Effect! Thanks to you and your dim-witted friend here, I found myself drifting through the cosmos. Have you ever spent time on an asteroid? It's surprisingly boring! Nothing for a villain to do but dwell on his failure. Then, one day, the Fongoids saved us. But still, failure burned inside my circuitry. How could I have been defeated by the likes of you? Why had the universe been tipped in your favor? I embarked on a crusade to the inner recesses of what you call the soul. I studied Fongoid meditation, attended anger management class, dabbled in yoga, attended more anger management class, until finally I went on a spirit walk on planet Quantos. It was here I finally found what I had been missing, the Great Clock! With the clock under my control, I'll be able to wrong all the rights in the universe. Every villain who has ever stumbled will get a do-over. Every protagonist's triumph will be reversed! Until finally, a new present is created, in which the heroes always lose! Guards!
Hang on, cadets! Well, that was 5 bolts wasted.
How do you like my asteroid Flinger 5000? I had it installed in the event I ever needed a super ironic death scenario!
Nefarious, you're making a mistake!
Time will tell. Bon voyage, my old nemesis!
You're just a lonely man, Lance. Boarding a lonely train on its way to Lonely Town.
So help me, it's true. All aboard for Lonely Town. Choo-choo, Janice. Choo-choo.
What is this?
It appears the Zoni protected us during the crash.
He must not reach the clock.
Thanks for the help, guys. What? I'll give them back.
Ratchet, we do not have a lot of time. Destroying the Armada will not keep Nefarious away from the clock for long.
There's no time to contact galactic authorities. That means it's up to us. Come on, there's gotta be a ship somewhere on this backwater planet.
Praise Orvus! I have visitors! Have you come to hear about the historic Battle of Gimlick Valley?
Actually, we're trying to stop an evil mastermind from...
Splendid! It all started years ago, when I was just a child. Chief Zon Gribnak was manning his post at the Arundi outpost, when suddenly... Desperate to protect our village, Gribnak led a team of undertrained, poorly equipped soldiers into battle. Sadly, victory would not be theirs. Chief Gribnak and his noble lot were captured, imprisoned, briefly pardoned, imprisoned again, and killed. The death of Zon left us defenseless. Without him, Commander Argos laid waste to our village by destroying the Arundi floodgate. It was a crushing defeat. Oh, if only Zon had been here to defend us against Argos. I guess you can't change the past.
Ratchet, I believe I may have a way to help the Fongoids and give us a ride. Head to that time rift. Sigmund, come in. I need you to stabilize a time portal into the Battle of Gimlick Valley.
Accessing Brigus on it now, sir. Got it. Stabilizing time rift in 3, 2, 1.
Attention, miserable creatures. This is Commander Argos. Pursuant to Article 17 of the Agorian Code of Interstellar Acquisition, this sector now belongs to me. Leave now, or face execution by firing squad.
Mister! You have to help us! The Agorians kidnapped our chief!
Do not worry. We are here to assist.
Talking lunchbox? Cool!
Stay behind me, kid. We'll save him.
Oh, that's rich. 1 Lombax against a Class 3 Agorian space cruiser. You should have left the galaxy with the rest of your kind. Pathetic Lombax, you cannot defeat me. I've survived 3 galactic wars, withstood hours of Dargonian needle torture, endured an entire season of 2.5 Mars. I can't swim! Mama! You little boo-boo needs help! Mama!
The Fongoids will remember this day forever. We owe the both of you our gratitude. Is there anything we can do to repay you?
Well, now that you mention it, we'd love to use that ship.
Well, it might take some time to fetch it out of the creek, but when we do, it's all yours. Now, if you'll excuse us, we must tend to the other villagers.
Oh, hey! You're early! The reenactment doesn't start until tonight.
Reenactment?
Well, sure! Of the historic Battle of Gimlick Valley. It was a shining victory in Fongoid history. Say, do I know you two? You look awfully familiar.
Nope. First time here.
And our second. We were just admiring your Agorian space cruiser.
She's perfectly restored. I was going to take her up for the show, but her batteries are dead.
I believe we may be of assistance. If we were to bring back a few battery bots, would you allow us to borrow your ship?
Well, I suppose that'd be okay. So long as I got it back in time for the show. If you find any battery bots, just toss them into these charging stations. That should power up the Versa fuses. at full power! All right, she's all yours. Bring her back in one piece, okay?
Okay. Altimeter, thruster, warp drive.
Perhaps we should read the instruction manual.
See? Nothing to it. And now the booster.
That is the radio.
Oh, hold on, I'll just... No, that knob wasn't supposed to pop off, was it?
Why do I even bother?
That's far enough, Nefarious. Step away from the transport.
You? How is this possible? You should be dead!
On behalf of galactic authorities, we hereby charge you with willful disruption of the space-time continuum. Shut down the transport and surrender quietly.
Look at you. Free for the first time in years, inches from your destiny, and what do? Run right back to playing backpack to a squishy. You're nothing but a pathetic sidekick.
We should hang out sometime. That's it. No one talks to Clank that way. When this is over, I'll back whatever decision you make. But first, how about one final hurrah so we can kick this guy's butt?
When I'm finished killing you, I think I'll rewind time. So I can do it again. And again. And again. I've been waiting a long time for this! Lawrence, fall back to the outer perimeter! Let no damage befall our ship!
Falling back, sir. Happy fighting.
Sad thing. You came all this way just to die? You want to play it? Clarence! Atomize Ratchet and Clank!
Right away, sir. Stand clear.
Exterior space station. Dr. Nefarious finally kills Ratchet. So, that's how you want to play it.
Activating autopilot.
Autopilot engaged.
There's no room for you in my future. Did you hear that, Lawrence? It'll take more than that to stop me.
Error 473 Theta. Unable to disengage autopilot. Please reboot system and try again. Thank you.
Maybe if you finish me off, your father would still be alive! You're outmatched this time, Ratchet! Now I'm really...
Disengage the autopilot! Oh, come on! Snap out of it! Okay, no need to panic. We just need to find Lawrence before he takes the... escape pod.
20 seconds until impact.
Clank, it's been one heck of a ride.
Ratchet, come on! You're gonna have to jump!
10 seconds until impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, I can't talk you out of this, can I?
Ratchet, we have been on many adventures, but the clock needs someone to protect it. It is what I was built for.
Wait. So that's it? What about the Lombaxes?
They're not in danger. They've just moved on. And we'll find them. But the past stays where it is. Come on, pal. I'll walk you in. You were never a sidekick. You do know that, right?
I always thought that you were the sidekick.
Where are you going? This is your responsibility. You can't just walk away. The Lombaxes need us. Don't walk away from me! I said stop!
Choice. He's headed for the Orvus Chamber! Sir, you have to stop!
Stay out of my way, Clank! I don't want to kill you, but I will if I have to! Out of my way, Caretaker!
Come on, punk! You want some of this?
Miserable, heartless, soulless little... Open the door, do you hear me?
The clock, much like time itself, is a gift, and not to be tampered with.
You kidding me? You think I'd leave my best pal out here alone?
Your father went to great lengths to protect this room from those who would abuse it.
I wouldn't risk any more than 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
So you're just gonna kill me? Kill you now, save you in the past.
isn't it working?
Because it's not a time machine, Alister! The clock isn't meant to alter time, only keep
30 seconds until total system failure.
I'm so sorry. No. Let me.
What are you gonna do?
Take care of yourself, Ratchet.
Alister?
He did a brave thing, Ratchet. You should be proud of him.
Well, looks like there's just one more thing to fix.
Timekeeper restored.
I'll leave you two alone. Take care of yourself, pal.
The clock, much like time itself, is a gift.
I cannot stay. I am sorry, but discovering my family has made me realize that I cannot leave Ratchet. Not until he finds his own. I hope you understand.
You're leaving? Energy output normal. Harmonic stabilizers stable. Why aren't I freaking out?
Perhaps you are ready to be promoted.
Senior Caretaker? Yay! Thank you, sir.
Take care, Sigmund.
The clock, much like time itself, is a gift, and not to be tampered with. But like any father, my only wish is that my son does that which makes him feel whole.
You are an intelligent and logical being, Clank. But intelligence and logic would have been wasted gifts without honor and loyalty. I am proud to see you came into those on your own. So, should the clock be too small for your plans, I pray the cosmos light the way towards a future you yourself design. And remember, the universe has a wonderful sense of humor. The trick is learning how to take a joke.
Hello? Is anyone out there? Hello? Celebrity in need of assistance. What's that, Snowball? Little Jimmy fell down a well? Oh, you're hungry for blood. Oh, I was way off. Let me just... Oh, boy, this is bad. Little help here. Ratchet, Clank, Helga, anyone? Nice Snowball. Nice Snowball. Down, Snowball. Hey, easy on the goods.